Shaped by Sound is made possible through support from Come Here NC, a program of the North Carolina Arts Council within the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources.
Shaped by Sound.
13 North Carolina artists, their songs, their stories, this stage.
Seems like forever, but it hasn't been that long. Don't say never, you could ever be that strong. The opportunity to help somebody through it, the chance that they might need with help in getting by. Someday somebody's gonna ask, how did you do it? It just took a little try. You could be sad and lonely, there'll be other times for that. Let's get out, why don't we? And hit the trouble where it's at. The opportunity to help somebody through it, the chance that they might need with help in getting by. Someday somebody's gonna ask, how did you do it? It just took a little try. Sitting still, no action. It's time to move. It feels good to get some traction while you're howling at the moon. The opportunity to help somebody through it, the chance that they might need with help in getting by. Someday somebody's gonna ask, how did you do it? It just took a little try. The opportunity to help somebody through it, the chance that they might need with help in getting by. Someday somebody's gonna ask, how did you do it? It just took a little try.
Jim Lauderdale, thank you so much for being on Shaped by Sound.
Thanks so much for having me.
We're excited to have you here. I want to start out and just kind of talk about your roots, right? You're from North Carolina?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yep. I was born in Statesville, North Carolina. My folks played a lot of different kinds of music around the house and the radio. There was a lot. I was real drawn to listening to music and to try to sing along to it. I had started playing the banjo and spent a lot of time doing that and met a lot of great musicians. There was a fellow in our community, Rick Bowley, that eventually had a music store called Oxbow Music, and we had kind of a duo going. I'd play the banjo and he'd play guitar, and that also was a big stepping stone for me. And Rick really was a great mentor, and he saw to it that I got a really good banjo, a Gibson Master Tone.
What led you to the banjo?
When I was still living in Charlotte, I went to see Bonnie and Clyde. And so when Foggy Mountain Breakdown came on, it was really life-changing.
It was like one of the chase scenes in Bonnie and Clyde, right?
It just blew my mind. When I heard Foggy Mountain Breakdown, though, that kind of brought everything together like seeing the Beatles when I was 6 in Charlotte when they were on Ed Sullivan at first. I think that when people have those moments, like they say, hey, I remember the first time I heard the Sun Sessions, Elvis Presley, which I do, remember those things. The first time I heard Robert Johnson, Earl Scruggs,
Right.
I got his book, and I knew that he was from Shelby originally. And so many of those times I was living in North Carolina, so it was interesting to have that. That really did put me on the road to thinking, hey, I want to be a bluegrass banjo player and singer. That's what I want to do.
Friends again. Friends again. Thank goodness we've come back around. I'm happy that we're friends again. I can't remember what went wrong, and I don't care. I'm sorry for my share. Friends again. Again. Thank goodness we've come back around. I'm happy that we're friends again. Has been found. Finally got our feet on the ground. I'm happy that we're friends again. Friends again. Friends again.
Making the albums and writing them became real important, and it still is. And in college, I'd written, I think, about 3 songs at first, and there was a fella named Zan McLeod who lived out in the country in Chapel Hill. And when I was going to Carolina Friends School, I met him. Rick Boley was a friend of Zan's. They were both from Charlotte. I showed him these songs, and he said, hey, let's go to Steve Gronbach's studio. And it was out in the country, out in the woods. So I went in, and Zan produced these 3 songs. I thought, when I did these 3 songs, I thought, well, I'm on my way, and this is I'll have a record deal pretty soon. Yeah, and I really did think that.
How long did it take from that moment to your first record deal?
Probably 13 years.
Wow. So what were you doing for 13 years at the time there? Were you just continuing to learn and play and jam? And
yes. Well, when I got out of school, I went to Nashville for about 5 months. I knew some people there, and I wanted to hang out with George Jones, and I'd really gotten so into George Jones, and a guy named Roland White, who he and his brother had a group called the Kentucky Colonels. They were from California. But anyhow, Roland, I wanted to go to Nashville to hang out with Roland White and do bluegrass with him, and to hang out with George Jones and do, kind of just sit at his feet and tag along and everything. But I was too nervous about George Jones. But Roland White was very approachable, and we became friends. And eventually, right before, I realized after about 4.5 months, hey, I'm not going to make it here in Nashville. But before I left, Roland and I did an album together. He said, why don't we record? So we went to Earl Scruggs' basement. His son Steve had a studio, and Earl would bring down coffee, and it was just kind of like, wow, this is unbelievable. When I finally got a record deal later, I said, Roland, I bet somebody will put this out now. And he said, great. I had signed a deal with a North Carolina record label called Yep Rock. I had made several albums with them earlier. And so they put that out, and it became my 30th album. And it would have been my first.
Just had to wait 30 years for it.
Yeah, that's right.
City's spreading out so fast, there's no stopping, I guess. Been too many bets, there'd be no country left. Glad they didn't finish the job of wiping out the buffalo. The train that they built to rob went through when the promise broke. The road is a river and a river is a road. The road is a river and a river is a road. I've got to get a handle, my head alright, of what might happen overnight. The road is a river and a river is a road. The road is a river and a river is a road. The road is a river and a river is a road. The road is a river and a river is a road. I've got to get a handle, my head alright, of what just happened overnight. The earth is a body in pain, moaning underneath her feet, oil flowing through her veins, floods of people swimming up the street. Road is a river and a river is a road. A road is a river and a river is a road. A road is a river and a river is a road. A road is a river and a river is a road.
I ended up in Los Angeles that I was going to try for a little while. But that was the place where everything really started falling into place. There was a great country scene, and people like Lucinda Williams and Chris Gaffney, Merle Haggard, and Buck Owens,
Right.
a lot of great people. And Dwight Yoakam was out there, and I started singing on his albums, singing harmonies, and also with Lucinda.
Wow.
And
So you were getting a lot of opportunities.
yes, things happened there on a bigger scale, faster than anywhere.
Is there a moment where you do leave Los Angeles and jump to
Yes.
Nashville and you actually really plant there, is it right?
Yes, I got a publishing deal where you write songs for a company. They take a percentage of your song in return of what they call pitching your song. They'll have a meeting with a producer or a label or an artist and play several things for them in this meeting, and to see if anything kind of catches the attention of that person. I got a call from a lady, Pat McMurray, that worked there at Blue Water, and she said, yesterday Tony Brown, this producer, cut 2 of your songs on George Strait that's going to be in this movie called Pure Country, Where the Sidewalk Ends, and then a song I had written in Los Angeles as a tribute to George Jones and Graham Parsons. So this tribute song, The King of Broken Hearts, he recorded that, and that got on the album, and then people started accepting me more, as a writer. They started asking for songs after that. It kind of opened the door.
Who are some of the folks that were doing that?
Patty Loveless and the Dixie Chicks, Mandy Barnett, Kathy Mattea, Gary Allen, Solomon Burke, and Old Crow, and yeah,
that's a pretty great roster.
It was
folks.
good. It's been, I'm really thankful for all that. I was afraid to go back to Nashville because I thought if I get rejected again, it'll crush me and I won't have anything to fall back on.
But your music was getting out there in other ways.
Yes.
Right? Like people are hearing your music and making their own versions of it.
Right. And that allowed me to have a living and supported my career as making my own records.
The king of broken hearts doesn't ask much from his friends, and he has quite a few of them. They know he will understand. It's just the way it goes. Broken hearts doesn't know he's a king. He's trying to forget other things, like some old chilly sings. He's walking through alone. He talks to angels and the stars start to spin. He thinks of troubles that he's gotten in. He recalls how his heart got broken and how it's still that way. The king of broken hearts is so sad and wise. He can smile while he's crying inside. We know he'll be brave tonight, 'cause he's a king of broken hearts. hearts thinks that he's an old fool. He's a little bit like me and you. So what's a king like that supposed to do with all that blue time? We know he'll be brave tonight, 'cause he's the king of broken hearts. He's the king of broken hearts.
How do you go about writing a song? Like, where does that sort of start from for you?
Well, for me, and probably most songwriters, something comes to you and then you go from there. That's kind of your foundation.
Right.
And that you can build on after that. I have a song called I'm a Song.
Yes.
We are, in a lot of ways, songs, if we think about it.
Well, that ties in perfectly to my next question because, the show is called Shaped by Sound, right? It's about, how music is a huge part of who we are, how it influences us people and communities. So is that sort of how you are shaped by sound?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like where we're at now, things have... I get sad because I feel like, we're at a bleak, scary, horrific time, just different things going on. And it's like, I'm not naive to think all it needs is, a song, to change everything.
Right.
But
that can be really impactful
but
for people.
It can be impactful, and it's really important. And I guess it's those little things that happen that change everything in your life, And so we will never stop listening to music or creating it. And it has so many layers to it and so many different things, moods, emotions, feelings. It hopefully can have some impact on a bigger scale. It'll have an impact on our individual lives.
Yeah.
The good news is, too, for us, is that music is out there. Mm-hmm. We're not lacking for good music.
No, you just gotta go find it now.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm glad that we found you, Jim, and you got to hang out with us. Jim Lauderdale, thank you so much for being here on Shaped by Sound. We're so happy to be here with you and be able to share this. So thanks a lot.
It was great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a song, and the band plays on and on. I can hear you sing along. You're a song, you're a song. Love on your harmony. You sound so good to me. You're a song, you're a song. I could stay here all day long. We could dance until the dawn. We're a song, we're a song. Don't know another way. There's still so much to say. I'm a song, and the band plays on and on. I can hear you sing along. We're a song. a song. I'm a song. You're a song. We're a song.
Thanks for joining us on Shaped by Sound. If you'd like to hear more of our discussion from today, you can find it over on our website, pbsnc.org/shapebysound, or you can find it on the PBS app.
Farmer say, excuse me, please. Those were the days, but so are these. Pull over, park, turn off the key. Let's go walking, just you and me. Sometimes always, sometimes never. Been that way damn near forever. Promises that don't deliver. Let's sit down the Patchwork River. Patchwork River, Patchwork River. Me and Joe Farmer walk down together. Talk about hopes, talk about schemes, talk about salvaging some of our dreams. Well, heard Joe Farmer say, if I may, serve you breakfast from a supper tray.
Shaped by Sound is made possible through support from Come Here NC, a program of the North Carolina Arts Council within the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources.